Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Regs to kick off for Dallas.
Zerline's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 78 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get change, name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected up the back. In fact,
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Hill brought him down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he gets Drake. And they'll get this down to the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's Larry Fitzgerald from Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Kenyon Drake.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Complete to DeAndre.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Pickup. First down, Arizona.
On first down, Drake. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray, and he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Kennard on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Change. Switch up, switch up.
From the gun, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one quickly to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. No gain on the play.
2nd down, Prescott.
At the 46-yard line.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs, but Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Murray able to find Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. First down, Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's second down. Throwing again, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Kill. 47. Kill.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Here we go. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Gonzalez, the kickoff for Arizona.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 37.
First down carry by Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 39, Prescott.
The 39-yard line.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
49-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Jordan Hicks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike 48. Mike 48 going to 53. Get in the right room.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this all the way up past the 4th.